Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Dyvonne, and today I'm going to share with you how to make this classic dump cake. This is great if you need a quick dessert. This dessert is no fuss and easy no matter what your baking skill level is. So I'm making this to take and share with one of my friend groups. I belong to a couple of friend groups, and I'm going to be bringing a dessert tonight. So I'm using a 15.25 ounce box of yellow cake mix. I'm also putting in a half a cup of chopped pecans. Then I go ahead and I mix my chopped pecans with my cake mix. Now, if you only can find the 13.25 ounce box of cake mix, that's fine. You can use that as well. It does work with the 13.25 ounce box. I've used that before. Today I'm using the 15.25 ounce box. So in my pan, this is a 13 by 9 pan, I have here a can of cherry pie filling, and this is a 21 ounce can of my cherry pie filling. Now for my pan, my 13 by 9 pan, the sides are about 2.5 inches, and I went on and I sprayed my pan lightly with some cooking spray. We're going to be using the whole can of cherry pie filling. Now, dump cake came on my radar, was introduced to me by one of my sister-in-laws about 20 years ago. She actually brought this version of dump cake, and there's many different versions, and over the years I've learned many different ones, and so I look forward to sharing with y'all all the ones that I like to make. But this is the one, the original one, that my sister-in-law introduced me to, and I really love it, and it is so easy. So next I have a can of crushed pineapple, and it's 100% juice, and this is a 20 ounce can of crushed pineapple. Okay, and as far as the brands, you can use whatever can brands that you like or you prefer. It doesn't have to be very specific. And so once you put the cherry pie filling down, on top of the cherry pie filling, you want to put the pineapple pie, the can of pineapple next. And that's the order you do want to do it in. So the cherry pie filling, then on top of that, you want to put the crushed pineapple. Make sure you use all the pineapple as well as its juice. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome in. And if you're a returner, welcome back. On my channel, I love to share what I cook and bake for my family in my kitchen. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, I hope you enjoy the content and consider subscribing. Next, I go ahead and I sprinkle on my cake mix and my pecans. Now, I'm using pecans, but if you like walnuts instead, you can go ahead and use a half a cup of chopped walnuts. And with the pecans, there's two different ways that you can put them on. You can also leave them out. It's kind of like personal preference, but I like that little extra that the pecans give to the dump cake. Now with the pecans or either walnuts, depending on what you're using, you can mix them in just like I did to the cake mix, or either in the last 10 minutes of baking, you can just go ahead and sprinkle your nuts on top then the last 10 minutes of the baking time. So once I go ahead and I sprinkle everything on, then I have 1 stick of butter, which is half of a cup. I like to use salted butter to balance out the sweetness of the cake mix, but you don't have to. You can definitely use unsalted butter. That also works well. And when you sprinkle on your cake mix on top of the filling, you want to be mindful that you do want to even it out, but do not press. You do not want to press the cake mix down. Now when it comes to the slices of your butter, you want them to be about like this, about this thickness, about the size of, say, if you took a couple of quarters and you stack them together, about that thickness is what we want to make our butter slices. Now I usually use 1 stick, but sometimes if you need just a couple of extra pieces of butter from another stick, you can definitely add a few more slices from another stick of butter if need be, because the goal is you want to cover your dump cake, the surface of the dump cake, as thoroughly as possible. On my channel, I have a peach cobbler dump cake. In the description box below, I'll put a link to that vlog. I'll also put the list of ingredients for this dump cake. I'm going to bake it at 350 for 45 to 55 minutes till it's golden brown. So our dump cake is out of the oven. This is what it's looking like. It is baked up. It is a beautiful golden brown on top. It is also nice, hot, and bubbly. I'm going to go ahead and let this cool. Our dump cake is nice and cool. I'm going to wrap it with some foil, get ready, and head out the door so I can meet with some friends. I'm going to go ahead and when I get to my friend's house and it's time for our dessert after our dinner, I'll share with you what it looks like once you cut into it. Before serving, I popped it into the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes just to kind of get it warm again. We're serving it with some vanilla ice cream. This is what it's looking like, and it came out so good. Don't forget to check out my peach cobbler dump cake. If you like this video, show it some love, give it a thumbs up, click share this video with a friend or family. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.